Some days we have like a horrible scrim day.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't go. Like it just doesn't work. And then we are like going to the couch. Guys, what are we doing? Like we are so bad. Like we are not that bad. Like we all know we are good when we're playing good.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just sucks that like we are losing because we should be winning.
Yeah. This interview is brought to you by Trolli Gummy Worms. Do you want one? It's a German company. They say that. They let us know. All right, you just shit all over Team Liquid today. That was rated R. What you guys did to them. It felt like it at least, because it wasn't just like you won. You won and killed them a lot.
Yeah.
What was that game like?
We went in with a draft that we were like really happy playing with.
Yeah.
I think we all got kind of like champions we really like to play.
Yeah.
And we got broken champions. Kai'Sa is balanced. And yeah, we were playing really good. Like we are all like just happy playing now.
Yeah.
Compared to last week when everything was like everything we did, yes, it did not work. Like it felt like any play we went for was bad. And now it feels like we can actually like do stuff and actually have good outcome of it.
So was it bad plays, or was it just didn't work out? Like the other team.
I think it's like both of them kind of. Like I just remember against Golden Guardians, we were like late invading, should be a good play, but we just suck, like straight up like horrible at the game.
Yeah.
So they win that.
Yeah.
And then like we have a good setup for a dive if we played correctly, but then we just played horrible and it goes bad. They just play everything so bad, and like we mis-execute, we like bad planning, like we were like really clueless.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a game plan. And I feel like everyone just stepped up like a lot this week. Like seeing like last week was just a horrible experience, so yeah, we just decided like we know we are really good.
Yeah.
If you're like playing good.
Yeah. Well, you said that the team stepped up. Did they step up in scrims? Like, could you tell in scrims or during the week, like this is going to be fun, or do you mean like they stepped up on stage with how we executed?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, in scrims they're really bad. Like we usually like we just roll around. We like I don't think we have a high win rate in scrims. You're like the lose scrims, win stage. That's like the way we played.
Yeah.
But I felt like in the last week, I felt like everyone was really quiet that week. Like we didn't like step up. Like everyone was like stepping down, kind of felt like.
Sure.
And now we're like all trying to step up, like doing more and more, because we, like for like the first weeks, like we looked really good.
Yeah.
And I know that we are really good. We just had a really bad week, so
yeah,
I wasn't too worried.
Okay, good. Because you know, for most of this split, you've been the front runners. You've been the best, one of the best teams in the league. You've tussled with the Cloud9 and Golden Guardians of the league, and then a 4-game losing streak is pretty stressful. Like that's a stressful thing to have happen, especially when it feels like you don't have solutions, and it feels like you're losing to teams that you shouldn't lose to.
Yeah.
How did did the preparation change?
I don't think so, really. Like we just kept playing what we liked to play, and literally just go into the game, play better, and that's it. Just communicate more. Like I felt like the biggest issue is, like if we have like a game plan that we are all following, it's way easier playing than in some games. Like you go into a game without having a single game plan,
and then you're all just trying to react.
You just and if you just play to react, you're a bad team, and you probably won't win.
Was there because I've had interviews with all the teams now that it's almost playoff time and people are getting stressed. Was there like a team meeting or a team conversation? Like a couple of other teams have had to do that.
Yeah, we have like them quite often.
No, but like hey fuckers, listen up, we got to do this thing.
That happens often. No, but that happens sometimes.
Okay.
Like after like some days we have like a horrible scrim day.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't go. Like it just doesn't work. And then we are like going to the couch. Guys, what are we doing? Like we are so bad. Like we are not that bad. Like we all know we are good when we're playing good.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just sucks that like we are losing because we should be winning.
Yeah.
I don't think we're the best team, but we are not a bad team. Right
so
now.
what gets you there to being the best team?
Play better than C9.
All right, easy.
I mean, I think it's just keep playing and just put more effort into the game and just keep playing better. That's the only thing.
One of the big things that also happened, change at jungle, right? Sheiden now in, Armeo out for now. I don't know what the structure is, and you don't have to worry about telling us that. But how has that affected you and the team?
It didn't affect me that much. It's kind of like you put in a new jungler and you play good and you win. Like, it wasn't that much different.
It was, did that not take away from the shot calling, the game planning, as you were saying?
No, like, I think it's more Yo-Yo that leads the game, usually. And I feel like it's Yo-Yo mainly, and then like rest of us are like adding like details.
All Pro is coming on up. Who are your top 4? Give me 4 AD carries in the league.
Can I include myself or not?
Yes, that's why I said 4.
Okay. Wait, why is there 4? Like, isn't there only 3?
Yes, but if you're including yourself, I'm adding a 4th one, and you can place them wherever.
Okay.
Everyone wants to know who the runner-up is, you know?
I think the first one should be Berserker.
Okay.
But the thing is also, I think Berserker is really good, but as being an ADC on a good team,
you look really
you can be literally the worst ADC in the league, but if you're on a really, really good team, you can still look like crazy good.
Okay.
So it's kind of like hard to tell. But I think Berserker should be the best. And then probably Stixay, Prince, and me, something like that in the top 4.
Okay, so I would take what you just said, right? If you're a good AD carry on a good team, you look really good.
Yeah.
What about if you're a good AD carry on a bad team? It makes you look good.
I mean, the thing is, if you're on a really bad team, you might look really good on ADC as well.
Okay,
like,
cool.
For example, if you're on a bad team, and I was like 100 is not looking too good right now, and they're usually playing a lot around the double lift, I think, in fights, and he gets a lot of resources usually. They play like a lot around him, so he's always gonna look good.
Yeah.
Like if you're on a bad team that doesn't do that well, and you're just being played around, you're gonna end up looking like really good every game, because if you play around one guy, if you lose, it looks like my team sucks. If you win, you're the one carrying. So it's kind of like, if you're on a really good team or a really bad team, sometimes you can look really good.
So then where would you put Tactical? I'll stop dancing around it. I'll say
Tactical?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because compared to what it looked like last split, Tactical looked better and had some really big fights.
I'm gonna be honest, didn't watch him last split. I don't know anything about him.
Sure.
I just know he's like IMT ADC.
Okay.
And
that was very cheeky.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's like a mid/bottom tier. But he might look better on a winning team. But I think it's just like
okay. But that was me going back to your statement of if you're on a good team, it'll be easy to look good. If you're on a bad team, you possibly could look good too. It's probably hard to look good in the middle of the road team where it's inconsistent. And if you're the consistent one, then you look good. But so you had Berserker's number 1, and then a pile of Stixay, Prince, and you.
Yeah, cool. Something like that.
Okay. Last question is, do you remember our first interview?
Yeah. That was really cringe.
It was really cringe.
We were doing so good, and then we lose against like, I was going to a trash team back then. Like dGon was a trash team. Like, we should never lose against them.
Correct.
And then like, I don't know, I was just so sad. Like,
I know you were.
How can I be happy? Like, oh, I'm so sad. Like,
because you're still a pro player. Because like, there's going to be more games.
I can't be happy.
I'm trying to introduce you to all the fans and stuff.
Yeah, but I can't be happy like on that day.
Honestly, we did get to introduce you to the fans. It shows how much you care about winning.
Yeah,
or more importantly, not losing to trash teams.
Yeah, man, I don't care. Like, I don't want to lose against them. Like, losing against other teams is like more fine, but that team, like, that's the team I at least want to lose against. So I was like extra sad that day.
Yeah, no, it was fine. I was
like sad for a full day.
I just wanted to apologize because I was like, man, that was a very difficult interview, and I've interviewed so many people across different, not even just League of Legends, esports, celebrities, like random people that don't want to be interviewed, and I was like,
I mean, that was probably one of the worst.
That was probably the worst. It was the worst. But I just wanted to tell you that because that's like
I think today I did better.
You did great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I mean, that day, like, I was just so like I didn't want to talk.
I know. That's why I wanted to thank you for taking this interview again. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. And
thank you.
Congrats on like all the success that you've had in this almost full regular season. Not done yet. You might have like tiebreakers tomorrow. Is there a team that you think about for playoffs? Whether you do want to play them or you don't want to play them? Either one.
Not really. Like, it would be cool playing against like double lift in a playoff. That's it. The rest I don't really care.
Cool. All right. Unforgiven, everyone. His all-pro picks. He wants to play in playoffs, and how they converse after going 0-5 in scrims. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of dGon Esports. And you know, it hasn't always been easy getting my thrills since I'm a one-man band doing everything here. So to get my thrills, I get them from Trolli gummy worms. You know, they want nothing more than for you to bite into their delicious, sour heads and bodies into pieces. Personally, I like the raspberry blueberry flavor. It's really good. You should go ahead and get your own. Check it out. And get the mind-warping, tongue-twisting sour thrills only at Trolli.com. Easy.
Thanks, man. That was funny.